Landing. I am Riella, and that over there is Justar with the funny little
Hello.
face. And we are going to be working on a kind of big project today. I feel like it's a big project.
It feels like a big project to me too.
It does feel like a big project. So we're going to show you a little bit of the beginning, a little bit of the middle, and a lot of the end, because hopefully at the end we basically know what we're doing. It's kind of a guess.
A lot in the middle if we make a lot of mistakes.
That's true. The middle might be more entertaining than the end on how to do it. But first we need to point out that this quest book, I could not open it last episode, but Justar has fixed it because he is awesome, but don't tell him I said that. So we have here the quest book.
Googles are amazing.
The what?
The Googles are amazing.
The Googles are amazing. The Googles rock sometimes. And if you remember last time too, we had 2 quests that we completed that Justar claimed, but I did not, because I could not open the quest book, but we needed to move along. So we're going to go ahead and claim those 2. And that is the losing air. Breaking a block every time you need to put in or take out an item in the pressure chamber is clumsy and wastes air pressure. There is a better way. That's just making the pressure chamber interface, which just started last episode. And we get ourselves some nice rewards. Item ducts, pneumatic servo, and a good reward bag, which I'll go ahead and open real quick. I got merely okay reward. Cola soda, 2 popcorn, and 4 jelly beans. Yeah, I feel like that's aptly named as merely okay.
At least you got jelly beans out of it.
I did. Well, I don't even like jelly beans. You can have the jelly beans. I'll keep the popcorn and the cola. But I'm not a big jelly beans fan. I like the buttered popcorn jelly beans, ironically. But I don't think those are the right kind. And then we had another reward, which is this one, putting pressure to work. So now you can generate pressurized air. What do you do with it? I'll let anyone who wants to read this can read this. Just pause it and read it. But we just needed to create these 3 things here. And I get to pick what I want. We can have squid plant seeds, which we have now. We don't need those anymore.
Yeah.
Speed machine upgrade or 4 plastic.
Well, we can make that green plastic pretty easily now too.
Yeah, we've got lots of creeper seeds, so I'm thinking it's the machine upgrade.
That's what I would like.
That's what I'm claiming. Excellent. Oh, we also had to make some plastic and some crushed iron ingot, which obviously we've done already, so what have we got? We have a machine upgrade 2. Used in most machines, I'm assuming for PneumaticCraft because that's the mod it comes from. And 4 pneumatic servos, which is awesome. I'm going to put those in the toolbox. I think we showed this last episode that we reorganized.
Awesome.
So, hang on, do they go, or do they go in the, they go here, okay. This is our kind of machine box here. I'm going to go ahead and put the machine upgrades in the machine box at the top, right there.
Awesome.
I don't really know what to do with them, but we have them. I'm going to save my popcorn and cola. So basically what we are going to be doing this episode is we are going to be trying to automate some of the PneumaticCraft stuff, specifically this pressurized chamber here, this pressure chamber, so we can make plastic more easily, because we are having a heck of a time getting stuff in and out.
Well, now that we've got the mechanics figured out, because I really did not know anything about PneumaticCraft before this, and now I know, oh, there's a way to set it up that's actually not too hard to understand once you get it working.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a pain. And I have heard that it's possible to use Steve's Factory Manager to automate the pressure chamber. I've also heard of folks and seen a little bit of folks using Steve's Factory Manager to automate the seed production. So it seems like PneumaticCraft is pretty much the best way to deal with it is to use another mod.
Yes.
You can make cool stuff with it. It just needs another mod to actually make the making of it,
useful. Yeah, because I have been babysitting this plot of plants for a while now, and I'm kind of sick of them.
Yeah, I've done some of that as well, and yeah, I'm pretty much done.
Yeah, because they will pop up on their own and despawn if you don't watch them. The creeper ones will explode, and then if they don't plant themselves right away, they will despawn. The squid will just randomly pop up. Not even full size. We'll just like this one of them will just randomly decide, yeah, we don't want to be planted anymore, and will pop up.
And I'm excited to have other mechanics than just like the vanilla approach.
Yeah.
But
Mix it
hey,
up a little bit.
it's a pain to deal with.
It is. It really is.
It's a challenge.
Challenge. Yeah,
It's
you
a
say it's a challenge. I've been babysitting these plants for how many hours now? Screw that. It's not a challenge. It's a pain in the ass. You'll excuse my language. I feel a little strongly about it at the moment.
just a little bit.
So yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and get started on making whatever it is we're making. This guy, machine inventory manager and inventory cable and a couple of other items. That's how you make them. It's just a lot of iron, a lot of pistons,
And neither one of us has built anything with Steve's Factory Manager before, so this could be funny.
Yeah, we don't really know how it works. So we're gonna test it and find out, and we'll check back in and show you progress.
Yeah. See you in a couple. This is all very complicated stuff.
Right.
Actually, I'm totally going to move this. Ignore this for now.
Steve's Factory Manager 101 with Justar.
Oh, don't even say that. This is Steve's Factory Manager. What the heck am I doing? Fail. Failing is what I'm doing.
Dun dun. So this is
thing. This is Steve's Factory Manager. So
it's a
there's
thing that does stuff.
So the box of the red side. This is the controller. This is where all the programming is going to happen.
Awesome.
These black blocks next to them are item valves, and so the basic concept with Steve's Factory Manager is that you have this inventory cable. So here I'm holding a chunk of inventory cable.
Right. Which are these guys?
No, those are item valves which are made out of inventory cable and other stuff.
Okay.
And
with you.
The basic idea is the factory manager can connect to all kinds of inventories and can move stuff in and out of inventories, and you can give it all sorts of conditionals and programming and looping and do some really complicated stuff with inventory management and moving, and with the other blocks from the mod, like these item gates or item valves, you can interact with the overworld or with the world in other ways as well. So it's got things like a redstone emitter. So you could say, hey, if there are 3 items in this chest, have that redstone emitter that's 15 blocks away but connected by cable turn on.
Okay. Or
you can say if there are 3 pieces of cobble and 2 pieces of sand and at least 4 hamburgers, turn on the signal. So some very very complex expressions that you can do. I'm going to try and get this to say, hey, if you can tell that the plant next to the item valve is ready for picking, pick it and then stick one of the seeds back in the water.
Okay.
So, not having done anything with this, and holy cow, I'm out of water again.
I just changed out my camel packs too.
Pardon me for 1 second. More water. So I'm gonna try and figure out this visual programming language without. I've seen a little bit of stuff about it. We'll see.
I'll sit here so we can judge you.
Good.
We will watch every move you make, and I and YouTube will judge.
Yeah, by the way, we start this by creating an input. Maybe.
Who's brilliant? Who's brilliant? Who's brilliant?
It doesn't make sense. No, let me try if I put down 1 cable and then 2 item valves. It only shows 1 item valve in here, and yet there are 2.
Okay, do your thing. I'll be quiet.
Yeah, right. You've got like a bazillion nooks here.
I do have like a bazillion nooks.
Nook it back up.
Nook, nook, nook.
Oh, wise guy, huh? The output of the inputs to the input of the output. Are you messing it up?
No. Abort! Abort!
See, no, that's not the right type of seeds. That's part of the reason. It just spawned a squid. Maybe time for more Googles. Items is empty blacklist. Yeah, no work.
Got it planting?
Got it planting. Now let's see if
Woohoo!
how to get it to.
Harvest.
Yeah.
So it planted them, it broke them, it just did not pick them up.
I'm still experimenting, so I think I'm okay for now. So I got I have the automation figured out, thanks to a little bit of sneakiness, looking at how Direwolf set up his automation.
Uh-huh.
We now have fully working automation. If you want to program, I'll walk you through how it actually works.
Alrighty. It's up over here, right?
So yeah, so the first trick was we needed block gates instead of item gates.
Okay.
Block gates can actually place and remove stuff.
Ah, okay.
I think item gates just pick up stuff floating on the ground. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's what's going on.
Probably similar to like a vacuum hopper.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now we have, if we open up the controller here.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow.
Yeah, so hopefully I made this easy to understand. The big trick with the block gates is we needed to use this test mature here as a conditional.
Okay.
The gates themselves don't really understand how to deal with the PneumaticCraft seeds. The conditionals do. And what the conditional does for a block gate is it says, what will I get out of this if I break the thing with the block gate?
Okay.
So if something drops more than one item, you can test for that. And the PneumaticCraft seeds, when they're not mature, will only drop the one item. When they are mature, they'll drop 2 or 3. I think just 2
Okay.
at the early stages. So to start back at the beginning, we have this trigger.
Mm-hmm.
This trigger runs every second, and then it pulses this for each loop.
Is that what the on interval means?
The on interval.
Mm-hmm. I can't see when you click stuff, so I'm clicking stuff trying to keep
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, that's okay.
So if you open up the trigger and interval, it says every 1 second.
Right.
That means it's going to send it. It's going to trigger whatever it's connected to every 1 second. Now, if you open up for each gate,
okay.
we've got 2 sets of variables there: the white variable and the orange variable.
Okay.
And now, if you go over to the right, open up the all gates variable, and open up containers.
Containers.
So you see
okay.
that all of the block gates are highlighted.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So what it's doing is this white variable. You click variable, you see it's white. If you click containers, you see it contains all of the block gates.
Mm-hmm.
So this all gates is a list. It says here's all of the things that should be considered as part of the white variable.
Okay.
Now current gate is the orange variable, and it has nothing selected. It has everything as a possibility, but it has nothing selected.
Okay.
So the for each gate, the for each controller on the left side, if you open up the variables line, it says the list is the white variable, all gates, and the element is the orange variable, current gate.
Okay.
So what it's going to do is each time it gets a pulse is going to select one after another each of the things that are in the white variable and put it in the orange variable.
Okay.
So the orange variable is going to represent a location, one location at a time.
Gotcha.
Okay, so then the for each tab on the left side of that controller is connected to the input of the test mature gate. So this is the conditional. Then the test mature, we told it instead of choosing an inventory, you got to hit the V, the little V in the white box to say show all variables.
Mm-hmm.
You can see that the orange, if you mouse over the orange variable, it says current gate selected.
I'm not see. Okay, so mouse over what now?
So in the test mature control,
right.
Open up the inventories row.
Inventories, okay.
And there's 6 little letters on the right side. The bottom right one is
okay.
all variables.
Oh.
And it's got their green box around the orange variable.
Okay.
Orange variable. Say that one 5 times fast. So what that says is the thing that you're looking at is whatever container is listed in the orange variable.
Okay.
Which, because of the for each loop is gonna walk through each one of the block gates.
Okay.
So now open up the items on the test mature control.
Okay.
And we've got all the different seeds listed there.
Okay.
And if you right click on one of the seeds, we say it's got specific amount to.
Okay.
And because this is a conditional, it's gonna ask the block gate, hey, if you break the thing you're pointing at, what are you gonna get out of it?
Mm-hmm.
And so now we've said, yeah, there's one of the seeds getting harvested. So we've said that if any of these seeds, if any of these seeds will, if you can get 2 of any of these seeds out of the thing that you're doing, then this conditional is true.
Okay.
So then if we close up the test mature control, we've got the 2 little tabs at the bottom, true and false.
Oh, okay.
So true is connected to get all seeds. So this is an input. So the inventory on this one, again, is the orange variable.
Okay.
And the items is an empty blacklist. So what we're saying is, if you get triggered by the conditional being true, grab whatever you can from in front of you.
Okay.
And then the output of that input block is this out to temp control. So that output is targeted on the wooden chest inventory. All right. So after the get all seeds input pulls in whatever's in front of the block gate, that the output of the input is fed to the input of the output.
Okay.
Out to temp. So open up out to temp.
Okay.
And open up the inventory, and you see instead of a variable, we have a specific inventory. It says, whatever you get out of the block gate that is currently pointed at by the orange variable, stick it in the wooden chest.
Okay.
The only reason we're doing that is because we want a temporary place to handle things that we want to split the output of.
Okay.
So close up out to temp. So after we've dumped everything from the block gate, the 2 seeds, into that wooden chest, we now have a new input, this in from temp.
Okay.
So open that up, and again, this is an input. It's the wooden chest, and the items that it's pulling is an empty blacklist. So it says take everything back out of that wooden chest. And this is the reason we have to have a separate chest than the permanent chest, because otherwise it would be like, stacks and stacks of stuff.
Right. Okay.
So the only thing that should be in that wooden chest is the 2 or 3 seeds that we just harvested.
Okay. And then they should be leaving almost immediately after.
Exactly. And we know that they're the right seeds for the block gate that we're dealing with right now.
Okay.
So in from temp pulls in all those seeds and then feeds it to the output called plant 1. So we open up plant 1 and go look at the inventory for that, and we're back to the current gate.
Okay.
So we're saying take all of the seeds that you just broke from the currently selected block gate, stick them in the wooden chest, then pull them all back out of the wooden chest and use it to plant 1 in front of the inventory that we're working with.
Okay.
So if you look at the item list, we're now back to whitelist, and we have 1 each of all of the seeds that we know.
Okay.
So the conditional is 2 or more seeds of any type. The planting is 1 seed of any type.
Okay.
So there's only going to be 1 type of seed in the chest. We just don't know which one.
Okay.
All right. So plant 1 will take 1 of those seeds that are pulled out of the wooden chest and put it back in the block gate to get planted in front of it. And then the other seed will get to the seeds will get to the save extra, which points at the iron chest. So we've got the in from temp is the input that pulls everything in from the wooden chest. Plant 1 will take 1 of those and output it to the block gate. Save extra will take the rest of them and output it to the iron chest.
Gotcha.
So, and then it cycles through, and then at the end of that, it goes and says, okay, what's the next gate in the white list? Put it in the orange variable and start over.
Okay. Oh, that's very cool. And from the sounds of it, it works beautifully.
It works reasonably well. There is still one thing I have to fix here, so I'll show you that.
Okay.
We've got, so if I take a couple of squid plant seeds here,
Right.
So you see there's no squid plants here. I had to put these chunks of wood up to keep the seeds from getting away.
Right. Yeah, the seeds like to go everywhere.
Yeah, so let's see if I can actually get these two things planted here.
There was one, but the other one popped off.
So this is the exact same thing that happens when the block gates try to do it. Even though with the wood there, they don't fall into the wrong water. When it pops in next to an existing plant, it tends to knock that one out.
Okay.
There we go.
Oh,
Did
yeah.
you see that? I mean,
Yeah.
the block gates do the exact same thing. So, what I'm planning to do is move that water block over one. So we've got a dirt block between the two water blocks.
Makes sense to me.
So, in fact, I'm just going to stop trying to mess around with that and
Just do it.
just do it. All right, so now we got water. And because the program doesn't care.
I right-clicked on it and I did something to the block gate.
Oh, what did you do?
It turned it yellow for some reason. I don't know.
Did you dare?
It's not letting me
Yeah,
right.
so now you put the output on the top.
Oh, okay. Okay. I won't touch
I
it.
fix.
I thought maybe I could like look in and see something. Like I had an inventory or something I could look in.
Well, an interesting idea, but no. Don't you just love having a sarcastic friend?
Oh, so much fun.
All right, so squid plant seeds. Let's get one going in there.
And will it just automatically do the same inventory every time?
What do you mean?
Will it always, whatever it breaks in front of it, like will it always plant the squid seed in front of this one?
Yes, because the seed that it plants is the one that gets put in the wooden chest. So, yeah, did you?
I put one there.
Okay. So now I've got some bone meal.
Okay.
I should be able to bone meal that squid plant. Okay, so it got harvested. It got oops, I was standing too close. Darn it. No, not the bone meal. Back.
It's not like we don't have a ton of bone meal. Oh,
Just our fail.
I got this one dropped. There we go. Stay. There we go.
All right. So there's. Oh, I'm starving. Hang on one sec.
Don't starve.
Have a bear care. No, that's a different game. Ha 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 ha. All right. So from up here. So I'm gonna bone meal the squid plant twice.
Okay.
It gets broken. It drops the seed back.
Nice.
Without knocking out the plants next to it.
Fantastic.
Okay. So and all the other ones. Rain plant works. The lightning plant works. Creeper plant works.
Yay. It's really quick.
And the ender plant, remember it's doing all of these block gates once a second.
That would make sense.
And we could probably slow that down. If we notice any server lag, we'll definitely slow it down. But
Okay.
so there we go. There's
Nice.
all. And then down here, the iron chest has all of our seeds.
And if we decide that we need to change, like say for whatever reason we don't need lightning plant seeds anymore.
We just break and plant something else there.
Nice. And I'm assuming put it as a variable. Oops. I hit it again and I fixed it. Change it here into the for each gate. Whitelist them. Let me see variables. Maybe not for each.
If we want to change
all gates, maybe.
If we want to change the seeds in front of one of the gates, we just change the seed.
Okay.
If we want to add more gates, then we just add them to the all gates variable, and they'll automatically be included on the next time through the for each loop.
We don't need to whitelist any of the seeds.
We would need to whitelist any seeds that we don't have.
Okay.
So right now the whitelists are.
Well, that's what I meant. If we decided we don't need any lightning and we need all of the, I don't know, yellow seeds. I don't know all the PneumaticCraft seeds yet, but.
If it's a seed we're not planting yet, yeah, we'll have to add it to the whitelists.
Okay, okay.
But we've got 6 types in there.
That's awesome. We can get rid of all of these.
Yep.
If they'll quit planting themselves. Oh, that's fantastic. Stop planting yourself.
Is that like stop hitting yourself?
Similar, yes. Yay! We don't have to sit here and bone meal them anymore.
Now, although if we do want to bone meal stuff, it'll reappear pretty quickly.
Yeah.
It'll take care of itself pretty quickly.
We've got a lot of seeds, though. I mean, this has just been running on its own for not that long, right?
Well, I used a fair amount of bone meal trying to figure out how to get the doggone thing to work.
Oh.
But yes, it has also worked quite nicely on its own.
Why aren't these enderplant seeds stacking, though?
So interestingly enough, when the blockgate harvests them, it harvests them with the metadata.
Oh. So it's recognizing them as almost like 2 different seeds. Yes.
Okay. Now, that rain plant seed didn't replant properly. Ruh-roh. Or squid plant, not rain plant. Oh, it's mostly good.
Yeah, it's enough that we don't have to babysit it. And we have our emergency stash over here still, so if for some reason all of the squid plant seeds don't despawn, which I don't think they would, but...
It's only ever going to try and plant something it already picked up. So if it fails to plant something, it's not going to try and plant another thing.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, you just got rid of 8 blocks of water?
Oh, crap. Well, it would have been salt water anyway, right? Ah! It was salt water anyway. But yeah, I
could have burned it or used it for something.
I forgot where I was. I'm sorry.
Riella fail.
Riella fail. I just wanted to clean. That's all I wanted to do. Okay, well, I think that has been a successful episode.
Yeah, I think this is good condition. Again, many thanks to Direwolf for actually figuring out the trick here.
Yeah.
And being willing to share it.
Yes, yes. It is amazing because we don't have to put up with this anymore.
Still was a pain to get going, but I'm glad to have it automated.
Yes, so much.
You think maybe next time we can actually work on turning some of these seeds into more useful things?
Yay! Actually doing stuff with them.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Cool, because I think that there's still a fair amount of PneumaticCraft stuff in the quest book. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more PneumaticCraft quests to work on still.
Okay. And we will definitely get to that next episode. Oops.
Sounds like a plan.
So thanks everyone for watching. I'm Riella, and that's Justar.
Hello.
Hello. Bye.